Play nice with the doll, Victor!
We're in Philadelphia at Lincoln Mill Haunted House. They're not opening until next week, but we're gonna go inside and get a preview of what's in store for this year. Let's check it out.
I'm Jared Bilsak, co-founder and architect of Lincoln Mill Haunted House. And right now we just entered into Lincoln Mill and we're about to board an elevator where we'll descend down to the basement. Come on in. We're going down. I've always been a huge fan of roller coasters, and the design of this place was actually inspired after a roller coaster. The first few rooms, we're going through the old storeroom and machine shop. So this is where we're kind of going up the chain lift hill. So it's basement here, everything is really kind of closing in around you. We're really kind of cutting off your sight lines. Pretty much gives you an idea of the old grimy environment of this mill. And down here is where you'll encounter some of our construction workers who've been possessed by some of the dark energy down here. So right now we're at the part of the roller coaster where we're just getting ready to drop. So at this point the intensity really picks up. So we are in Victor's lab, and after the workers have been abducted they are brought here, and once they wake up this is where they are experimented upon. So this is where they have some work done to their spine, where they pretty much become paralyzed. We're entering into the Hall of Puppets. The workers were then hung up, so their minds are trapped inside of their bodies, and this is Victor's experiment in human suffering. So we're a very actor-driven, high energy and high intensity horror experience. Once you get to this point, it's pretty much a constant onslaught of characters. This part of the attraction, it really picks up the intensity. So right now we are deep within the chamber, and this here is the Skookle monster. So if you look on Google, there's some famous folklore about this guy. They pulled this guy out of the river probably about like 1930s and hung him up in here. So this is a cool effect. We actually have an actor right back here, so the guests kind of have to make their way around the fish, and then the actor pops out and pretty much just traps them in this area here. So it's a cool little effect. The next piece is called Victor's Psychosis. This is the part of the story where you learn about Victor Kane's childhood and pretty much figure out why he did what he did as a grown man. So we'll walk through here in a moment. But it's pretty much this interesting double spiral. So the first memory glimpse we get into Victor's childhood is a family tree. Mother is an important character in the story. And Victor had a twin brother named Vincent, and Vincent actually died at the age of 3. Mother was devastated by this. She wasn't sure if Victor did it or not. Let's just say Vincent was the favorite child. So after Vincent died, the mother believed that Vincent's spirit moved into a doll. So she forced Victor to carry the doll to school with him, and of course that led to being bullied and isolation. So this is kind of the first memory glimpse you get of psychosis here, and it's going to feel like you're going in circles. It's a pretty interesting effect. And here, this is where you meet Victor's mother. So this is a memory, this is a glimpse of the past, and around you is this corruption inside of Victor's brain at a very young child. And this is a very interactive part of the attraction. The mother actually gives the guests a doll, and the guests don't exactly know what to do with it. And around the corner, you have the bully emerge out of the darkness, which pretty much rips the doll out of your hand. So we incorporate quite a few interactive things throughout the attraction. So here you meet the bully, Victor's childhood bully. And then you get to see Victor as a young child wearing a dunce cap. Not long after that, you encounter the ghost of Victor Kane, and he's with something. And we discover that it's that demon that's been here for a long time. We're not sure when or how it got here, but it's called Corruptus. And this is a pretty prominent actor part of the attraction.